Yeah, hi everyone. So just giving you an update. Just giving you an update about the new packages that we have on this channel. We know that you love a package, don't you? We know you love a package. So we start with the silver package, which I'm going to start dropping very soon. We don't start with bronze because we don't want to make you feel like shit. We want to make you feel like you're the best person in the world, okay? So we start with the silver package of the channel here, and if you go for the silver package, it's okay. I'm gonna make sure that you have content exclusive to you that only you can get, so that you can feel smug that you're getting things that other people aren't getting. And let us not forget about the gold package. You can have the gold package where not only you get that, but I'm going to personally give you 55 tips every day about how you can fillet yourself whilst doing Mounjaro. And let's just not forget about the platinum package, because we have to have platinum because bronze is shite. But if we have platinum, oh boy, have I got a package for you. Yeah, let's just talk about the platinum package, shall we? So the platinum package is, and if I keep saying platinum package, you're going to buy it. So get my platinum package. In that, I'm going to personally come round to your house, get your little red tip bit on the end of your Mounjaro pen, and I will personally lick it with my own beloved saliva so that you have my own personal saliva collection. Oh, and also we'll be keeping your soul in a jar. You ever seen the film Wish, the Disney film Wish, where the guy kept, you know, dreams and wishes in a jar? Well, I'm going to keep your soul in a jar, because ultimately you don't need that anymore if you go for my platinum package. Because at the end of the day, it's all about me making money, and I just want to make sure that you have the best information and the most resources available and the most of me available. So make sure that you sign up for that as well. And also, if you could buy me a coffee, a pack of crisp cheese, or any other link that's going to give me some kind of money, then please make sure that you go for that as well. Because, you know, it's a full-time job, this, you know. It's a full-time job being a person losing weight. So if you could just give all your money, even though this time of, you know, financial crisis and that, if you could just do that for me, please, that would be fantastic. It's uncomfortable, isn't it? When I think back to March, and I think back to when I was starting all of this, I realised that I'd come to a point in my life where I needed to change, and I needed to move into a new direction that was going to help me, not just for me, but for my partner, for my family, for the kids. Because let's be honest, the reality was, if I continued how I was going to die, and I was going to die young. Okay, that is what all of this was ever about. I said quite early on in my videos that this was going to be my own personal jolly. Well, it's a bit of a jolly, but my own personal journey. And it was going to be an opportunity for me to, I don't know, document and report on basically what it was that I've been doing and how I've been getting on, and for me to look back, like I have done before, to look back at old videos and go, wow, you're doing well, you're getting there. You probably won't know this, and I don't think I've mentioned this before, but in December of last year, I used to be on social media, I used to be on all of it, and around Christmas time last year, I had a very bad depressive mode, and it was one that lasted a few weeks, and was probably the lowest I've been for a very long while. And one of the things that I kind of reflected upon was, okay, well, what do I think was contributing towards this? And social media, I think, was a crippler. I think social media has been pinpointed time and time again as a contributor to depression, because what you're doing is you're scrolling through and you're looking at everybody else's lives, and everyone, or most people, post up about brilliant things that they're happening, despite the fact this one's cheating with somebody else, and that one's, you know, stealing from work, and that one's just wrong. And I stopped. And do you know what? I felt so much better from stopping it. A little bit weird to begin with, because I can't show you, because I've only got the case for my phone, because obviously I'm using my phone. But the amount of times that I would be somewhere and I had that automatic reflex to just go and look, and I'm like, no, I haven't got it anymore. And it was a little bit of a habit to kick out of, but I've done it and I feel so much better for it. Well, what am I mentioning this for? Well, I was watching a video by Carrie at Carry On Regardless, and she was saying that she was struggling
with the noise of everybody else, watching other people's content, you know, and doing other bits and pieces. And she felt that it was impacting her own personal journey. And so what she did was she just turned comments off. You know, I've remained in contact with Carrie, and Carrie is feeling a lot better. And thank God for that, because at the end of the day, she deserves to feel better, and everyone does. So you may have noticed that there's been a few videos where I've turned my comments off, and this one will be an example of it as well. And I'm sure there's been a few people that have been like, well, why have you turned your comments off, man? Why have you turned it off? Well, because this is my journey, okay? This was only ever meant to be for my journey. Sorry, I'm just seeing a cat hair on my phone. Apparently Peggy gets everywhere. This is my journey. And I think I lost sight of that. And I lost sight of the fact that, do you know what? This is meant to be a documentation for me. As much as it's lovely to get the comments and people saying, you know, nice things, and I really did appreciate that. I think I began to lose sight of what this was all about. And this is now an opportunity for me to regain focus. I've stepped away from the community as such, purely because it's too much. It's too much, and it's all consuming, and it's something that I felt I needed to do to just focus on what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and then hopefully sort of just working through what I need to do and putting out what videos I like, because ultimately all you ever do is thinking about, well, what videos will people like? What is it to do with anybody else? Okay, what does it have to do with anybody else? You're not going through my own personal journey. I'm not going through yours, okay? So people should only put out what it is that they want to put out, okay? And so that's what I'm doing. So nothing personal to you. It's nothing personal to anybody. It is just that is what I'm doing. And I'm finding it's helping, because what I'm able to do is I'm able to go through my week and not have to think to myself, what do I need to make for the weekend? Because that in itself, I've got my own job. I don't need two jobs. Did you notice I went from like that to that? I didn't want to swear at the camera. I've got my own job. I don't need another job on top. So this is a project I'm doing in the background for me, on me, okay? And that is the end of that. But not only that, and this is where it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable for some people. Something that I've noticed is that initially I felt that the Mounjaro community on here was authentic, genuine. I think that's the best thing that I can say. But as is the case where people never fail to surprise me and disappoint me, the community's gone back to, well, not gone back to, it's gone to how I felt it was going to. Wished it wouldn't, but it's gone there, okay? And so what am I talking about? I'm talking about grifters. So you may have been then thinking, so was that the beginning of what your your video was all about? Yes, 100%, unashamedly so, yes. But Chris, you have Survivor adverts at the start of your videos sometimes. Yes, let me talk about that, okay? Survivor came to me and they said, and I'm sure that they won't mind me saying this, they said, we would like to work with you. We'd like to send you the products. If you like it, let us know, and then we can talk about potentially working together. I tried the products, I liked it, I then discussed it with them, okay? To me, that's fine, because if I'm using the product, I might as well mention it. But for me, memberships, discount codes, for like other bits and bobs and all that. Sorry, who are you? Who are you? And to be fair, I've had others as well. I've had MedExpress contact me and they've said, we would like to work with you. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I use MedExpress for my jabs, or at least I did, until obviously all these price increases. Who knows where I'm going to go. But this is where I differ, I think, from people. I looked at, there was basically a list of terms that I would have to have followed, including changing my name of my channel and things like that. And I would get X amount of money and this, that and the other and whatnot. No, No. This is my journey. It's nothing for anybody else's. Why am I dancing a tune for other people and for companies and stuff like that? No. No. Sorry. But I know there have been a fuck ton of you guys out there, and I'm not talking about every one of you, but there'll be quite a few of you, I would imagine, who'd have gone, okay, I'll do that. I want to make this a job. And that is what I'm noticing now. I'm noticing the grifting, and if you don't know what grifting is, it's basically flogging it, well, it's almost like the charlatan of the Mounjaro world, shall we say. So let's say, oh, you know, let's, oh, if you join this package, and if you have this package, and if you use this code, and if you use this, and because, you know, I want to be able to make money. Right, okay, sorry. The beast has revealed itself. The mask is off now. And unfortunately, the mask has come off for quite a few people. It's come off for the. I'm not an expert. I'm not in the medical profession. But what you should do, or what I think you should do, is blah 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 blah. But remember, I'm not a medical expert. But I think you should do this and eat this and do this with your pen and do this. But I'm not a medical expert. No, you're not. No, you're not. Sorry. Shut up. You're not a medical expert. Why are you telling people basically to do things, but then covering yourself by going, but I'm not a medical expert? No, you're not. And unless you are, shut up. Just focus. I think everyone just needs to focus on their own journeys, okay? If it isn't that, it's basically the Mounjaro version of News Round. Let's see what everyone else is doing in the Mounjaro community. Just focus on what you're doing, okay? People like genuine people, and if you're not, if it's starting to slip, that you'll get found out, and I'm finding out a lot of you guys out there, and so sorry if you're watching this and go, oh, is he talking about me? The shoe fits. At the end of the day, if it's upset some of you, do you know what? I actually don't give a monkeys. I really don't give a monkeys. And some of you may say, well, you're showing yourself up now. Yes, I am. I am. I'm showing myself up, and I'm quite vocal about it purely because I think I'm more disappointed. I'm not angry, I'm disappointed, okay, because I originally felt that it was a community which was promising, and it was very much, as the word suggests, a community, and it still, I think, it still parades itself to be, but you know, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, you know, it's a horse. I'm hoping that there's going to be enough of you out there that will watch this and will basically think, yeah, I've noticed it too. I'm, you know, it's never been about subscribers, it's never been about money, it's never been about anything other than watching me move towards a life where I'm going to be helpful and alive and able to share it with my family and friends. That is all this has ever been about, and I'm so pleased and proud of what I've done, because that's all I need, is to be pleased with what I've done. And the same for you. You should just be pleased with what you're doing, okay? You don't need affirmation from other people. You don't need other people telling you about how wonderful you are and how I'd like to do you in the bushes and stuff like that. You just need you to say how well you're doing. And if there's one thing that you can take from this video, it's that, okay? You do not need everyone else. Just you, okay? Focus on yourself. Because ultimately, if you shut down that channel right now, I guarantee you, fuck all people will be contacting. As harsh reality as that is, it's what it is, okay? Your friends, family are the ones that count. If you happen to make very good friends from this, I would say I have as well, then all the better. But I guarantee you, if it's not 100%, it's 99% of those people will just watch somebody else and comment on somebody else's, and there you are in your vastness of nothingness, that you gained for yourself. But on that positive note, let's see how I did. Because ultimately, this is what it's all about, isn't it? So let's go see how I did. And yeah, let's check out the results for week 21. Right, folks, week 21. Let's see how we're getting on. And not good feelings about this one, so we will see. Anyways, fingers crossed as usual.
2 hours later.
Mrs. Chris finds it very entertaining. Shall I finish it off? Yeah, back to the video.
So that was my latest. That's 21 weeks on Mounjaro. Who knows what I'm going to be on soon, because I'm just letting the dust settle, because from the 1st of September all the price up increases are going to happen. I want to see where the dust settles as to who's charging what, because my current provider has said already that they're going to up it by £50. If that's what it's going to be, then I won't be using you. Sorry. If somebody else does it cheaper, then I might go to them. If nowhere is doing it within my price range, well then I will be going to Wegovy or Wegovy or whatever the hell it's bloody called. I will have to start at the lower dose, but is what it is. And because I've got to carry on with this, and that's what this is all about. So if you are still here and you are still watching and you haven't gone off in a blind rage or tears or clutching at your pearls, looking at your flags and, you know, these multicolored flags, then thank you ever so much for watching. I would say comment, but I'm going to have the comments turned off for this. And look after yourselves. Make sure you're okay. And I hope you are all doing brilliantly with your own journey, because I know I am with mine, and I continue to do so. So you continue to do it with yours too. Okay, folks, gonna go for a walk. So see you soon. Right, can get changed for this.
Wise Mounjaro, come on in and you can see his goofy face, arthritic knee, still living life like he's 23. But no more chips and no more cheese, his boobs alone are double D's, and he sits down when he pees. Wise Mounjaro, oh wise Mounjaro, losing weight, that's his job, so he can finally see his knob. If only he could stop shoveling food in his gob, spending hours on the bog trying to pass another law. Wise Mounjaro, oh wise Mounjaro, subscribe to him now, it'll mean a lot, so he can finally stop being a blob, so he can finally stop being such a big old hairy blob. subscribe to him, now it'll mean a lot, so he can finally stop being a blob. So he can finally stop being such a big old hairy